Hey everyone, Steven the Salon Guy here, and today I've got a new tutorial for you guys. This is the David Beckham from the H&M 2015 ad that I've gotten lots of requests for. As you can see here, it's quite a bit longer on top, but also he's got a little bit of an undercut going on, but it's not super short or buzzed down really tight, which is really cool. So it adds some texture to it. So I'm ready to go. Let's get started. All right, so I'm starting with a zero guard, or this is a number 7, which would be a relatively longer guard, just because I want to get through this, but I also want to leave a little bit of length too, because as you can see from in the photo in the beginning, his hair, had some length to it as far as the undercut itself. So we're just going to bring this up right until about right here, and then I'm going to do the rest by hand. So let's do this throughout the whole entire head, and then we'll come back when we're done. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shorten this just a little bit more by hand right around the ear area and the sideburn area. And I want to do that just because this is a little bit tighter right through here. Then we're going to just do scissor over comb and go slightly longer right into this area. And from what it looks like in the photos, it is an undercut, but he's got, a little bit of length going from shorter to longer in through here. So it is completely kind of undercut, but he's got, it's not like the typical where it's completely shaved off to where it's like, almost like skin. So what we're going to do is just going to continue to work scissor over comb throughout the entire back to where it's probably about, I'd say, 1 inch in length throughout the bottom, and maybe 1.5 inches the most. We're dealing with 1 inch or 1.5 inches altogether throughout the sides and throughout this area right into here. So let's do that on this side, the back, and also the other side, and then we'll be ready to work into the top. All right, so the sides are completely done, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work into the top, and we're gonna kind of bring this down and over this way. But first, let's start into the back. So let's push all this hair forward, and we're going to then blend this in slightly right into here, because it looks like he's got a little bit of a blend going on into the back. So what we're doing is we're literally just holding it straight out, and we're cutting it to where it's about, I'd say, 4 inches or so. And what you can do is make sure it's almost like a straight line throughout the back. And then what we're gonna do is just work towards the front, and we're gonna cut shorter to longer. And we're gonna cut this whole part right here to where it's, again, about 3 inches or so in length. And what this is doing, it's just removing some weight and allowing for a little bit of movement right in through here. And then the very front, we're going to leave the longest, part, which is probably going to be about, I'd say, 4.5 to at least 5 inches long in length. And all you want to do is just snip the ends just to clean them up. And we're following the same pattern throughout the entire top. So now let's comb this last section here. And then what we can do is you can literally just bring like everything down just to make sure it's, if you have any longer pieces like this right into the corners here, then just cut them off to where the front is the longest part right in through here. So if you need to, just come back in and angle this to where it goes, a little bit shorter right in through here. Do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll be ready to style it. All right, so as you saw, I blow dried it, and what it did was it got a little bit of volume in through here. And I'm using a product, you really want to use something like a really matte paste, something that almost feels like there's not a lot of product in the hair at all, because you want this to look a little more natural and lived in and roughed up a little bit. So we're just going to take that and kind of work it into the sides like this, and we're going to rub the product in throughout this side as well, just creating a little bit of texture with our hands, and the same thing throughout the entire back. And then we're just going to run our fingers through it like this, to give it that kind of like really kind of textured, messy look. And then he has it kind of coming down a little bit this way, in the photos like this. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this David Beckham tutorial inspired from the H&M ad that recently was launched. So I look forward to your comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share any requests and things that you're enjoying about my videos. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more tutorials from The Salon Guy. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. It really means a lot to me. Don't forget to like, leave comments, and also subscribe. So as you can see here, I've got celebrity interviews, I've got event coverage, and also more tutorials. So don't forget to subscribe and keep watching.